Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the High Handicappers Podcast. As always, I am your host, Noah Johnson, joined with me by Jesse Haskins. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing pretty well. Yourself?
Not too bad. We had a real exciting week of golf. We're a little late again. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
That's okay.
Labor Day gets a little crazy around country clubs. I don't know why I chose this profession because I do love holidays. Memorial Day, Labor Day.
All the good ones?
I'm always, all the good ones, man. I'm always working. 4th of July, whatever, though. It's a good time.
Yeah.
We do have quite a bit to get into. But to start off, I would like to announce that I am the new King of the South. As you know, that's what the name of the episode is. I do want to tell that story a little bit.
Because it's a good one.
I don't even know what started it, but I think it was our mutual friend Tim.
Oh yeah,
he sent something from this asshole. I'm just gonna come out and say this asshole on Twitter was saying some dumb shit, and I decided to get in the mud a little bit. This guy, I don't remember what I said, but
I have exactly what you said.
Oh yeah. You do have that.
I do have it. Dude has 3 likes in a day, and that definitely screams King of the South.
Oh yeah, because this inbred fucking dumbass made a video proclaiming himself the King of the South, and it again, like I wasn't wrong. It had like 3 likes in a day.
Yeah.
Which I'm right. It does scream King of the South.
King of the South.
Yeah. So I said that. He fucking quote tweeted it with just a picture of me. Wild move. I'm hot as fuck. I don't know what that was about. Straight up 10 out of 10, dude. I don't know what his problem is.
Yeah.
But I responded with just a classic Twitter thing. The old L plus ratio.
Yeah.
And I just ratioed this guy into oblivion, man. It was I haven't really ever done it seriously. You know, like a jerking around with Twitter friends, just, you know,
whatever.
You know, just whatever. It's not serious, but like this one, I really wanted it to happen, and I like 40x'd him, dude. It was nuts.
And the power move was he had 1 like, and it was you.
Oh yeah.
For the longest time,
I gave him a free one, dude.
Yeah.
I gave him a free one. I think he ended up deleting it.
Yeah.
But you know, victory is mine.
Yeah,
fuck you, guy.
You don't get into a lot of Twitter fights.
Oh no, dude. I don't really see the point usually.
Yeah. So that was Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, he might have said something about Tim, which I don't take too kindly to that kind of talk. But you know, it was fun. It was a good time. Got some nice DMs that it was funny.
Yeah.
So that was a good time. But in conclusion, your boy, King of the South, in the North.
In the North.
Call me Jon Snow.
Not the true North, though. I guess we're beyond the wall, though. We're like beyond the wall. So
yeah, you're the White Walkers.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but if you think about it, Michigan is pretty much just
Michigan is Canada. Minnesota for sure is like mini Canada.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in southern Michigan, so like it's a little different, but whatever. We don't need to get into semantics with that.
Yeah.
But you know, beyond that, we do have a decent amount to get into this week. Again, like I said, I do apologize for the erratic upload schedule. It's completely on me. But we're working to get that taken care of. But
But biggest news of the week,
Obviously, it was the Tour Championship. Rory came through and won it.
Yeah.
I don't think he was on my. I don't think he was. Was he on my picks board there?
I don't think either of us took him because I think we said we sort of both have him.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, he might have been like.
I
didn't bet him. That's for sure. I didn't bet Rory to win. I don't know why. Well, hold on. Why don't I just pull this up, dude? Why are we doing this fucking guessing game?
I was able to get Rory, I think like plus 1,300 on the end of Saturday because they had to, with the weather delay. Wasn't there a weather delay?
Yeah, there was something.
Something. And I took him on the Saturday, and he was able to come back and win. And it was like plus 1,200.
Yeah, that was live betting in golf is. I think it's one of the best sports to live bet in.
Yeah,
or
at
least
think
most
so
exciting.
Too.
At least I'm not. Best is whatever, but I think most exciting is definitely something I can say.
Yeah.
Because especially you bet him. You said you bet him on Saturday.
On
Sunday
Saturday
morning. Saturday after it was over. Okay.
After it was over, yeah.
And he was down 4 or 5 strokes?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's bold play, but Jesus, it worked out.
I put 1 unit on him. I'm like, if there was a guy I was going to bet on to win without knowing the scores, I would pick Rory. So,
yeah. Which, yeah. I mean, that's a wild way to bet. But
it is a wild
it worked out. It worked out. So what can I say?
I mean, I'm not looking at the guy. I was just looking at the top 5 guys, and I'm like, who do I think would win? And I said Rory, and then, yeah.
Hey,
it was tough.
Fucking pulled it out, man.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great tournament, though. It was
good.
Overall, it was a great tournament. I do think the FedEx Cup strokes or whatever you want to call it, the starting strokes do make it a little bit confusing to the more casual fan, I would say.
I would say so too.
Because you've got your overall winner, which was Rory, and then you've got like a straight up winner or whatever you call it without the strokes that also you can bet. Which I kind of I stayed away from. Like the only picks the only bets I put in were the ones that we released in
on the show, yeah.
So that was.
You would have done really well if you had that team in like DraftKings or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You would have won like $1 billion, man.
I fucking wish, dude. No, you did some math on that.
I did,
which I can
bring it. I can bring it up here. I got it here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So. Yeah, without total strokes, or after finishing position with the strokes, you were tied for 4th.
Real quick, just to set this up, it was we were doing a little bit of a contest, kind of just within.
Yeah.
Just for ourselves, it was we wanted to see who had the best average finishing position and total strokes under par. I hate to say it, but I fucking killed you, bro.
You destroyed me.
But that was just because I took really, really chalky picks, which I think there's nothing wrong with that, especially in golf where the odds, especially for a top 5 and outright winners. I mean, you're getting at least plus 800, usually even for a favorite.
Yeah.
So if there's one sport that you're gonna take chalk picks, it's gonna be golf.
Yeah.
Football taking just for example, you're usually not gonna take a 9-point favorite to win outright. You're not going to get very good odds on that. But
no.
In golf, like I said, even your favorites, even your, I took Scotty Scheffler at plus 900. I'm pretty sure he was the favorite.
Yeah.
And then even a top 5, I think you're still plus money.
Easily.
So,
yeah,
I kind of hate to do it because it doesn't feel as exciting as taking, fucking. I'm trying to think of a name, but I'm blanking. But
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger Woods to win the Open at plus 8,000 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as that, but you still if you know your shit, you can make money, man.
Yeah.
Even with golf being being the I can't even think of the word, man. What's going on? A lot of things can go your way.
Yeah.
And you can, but one bad break and your day can be done. If you're riding Scheffler to win, but he makes a double on 16, just drops out of the tournament.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's I talk about betting golf, or I have been, like it's kind of an easy thing, but it's absolutely not.
It's a tough thing to do. It's a tough thing to. You have to know to study the course and everything.
Yeah, you got to be plugged in AF for sure.
And even then, you have no idea what can happen.
Yeah, you get all the time, especially in these non-majors, smaller events. If you're betting those, there's always a chance for a guy that you've never fucking heard of just coming out of nowhere and winning one of those things. Some guy that just got off the Corn Ferry Tour
and winning.
Yeah, you'd never think in a million years to bet him, but
yeah,
because he was, I don't know, like the biggest example I could think of would be like Tom Hoagie at Pebble Beach last year. He kind of came out of nowhere. I'm friends with. I have a mutual friend with him, so I even knew a little bit more about him than most people did, and I didn't bet.
Yeah,
So it in those non-majors, in those smaller events, it's really tough. But once you get to Augusta and the Open, and especially the Tour Championship, especially the FedEx Cup, it gets a little bit easier for sure.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
I even look at ourselves and I know both you and I have the potential. If we played the best round of our life, true round, we could go out there and win our club championship if we had that best round of our life. We know if we hit every shot we wanted.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To our fullest potential, we could.
Yeah, that's the thing about being a high handicapper like we are.
Yeah.
Is or me and you specifically, you go out on a golf course, you know exactly what shot you want to hit.
Yeah.
I want to hit. I'm going to take a 6-iron, and I'm going to hit a high fade.
Yeah.
It's just going to fall real nicely right in the middle of the green, and then you just fucking shank it. Yeah. So that's where it gets difficult. Is that I know exactly what shot I want to hit every time. I'm good
at that.
At that aspect, yeah. Planning my shots and kind of breaking down a hole one shot at a time, or even kind of looking forward. I want to hit it here.
Yeah.
I so I can do this and then this and make par.
Yes.
It's obviously the execution part where we struggle,
and
especially me.
And yeah, I know those guys the execution. They're on all the time, 10 out of these guys are hitting let's say a pro's hitting 72 shots in a round, he's probably hitting 4 shots he'd like to have back, maybe. I mean,
that might even be high.
That might even be high. Like, whereas like,
well, I mean, you're very close.
72 they would be disappointed with, but like,
well, I mean, just taking that as an example,
yeah,
you're going to go out and shoot par. But yeah, you're exactly right.
So that's
putts can kind of add up, I think.
Yeah.
Where they got a birdie putt and they leave it, an inch outside, which happens, and they're going to want a shot like that back. But it's not like a shot that I want back is one that I hit off the toe and it goes 80 yards to the right.
Yeah.
It's obviously a much different,
and
it's a different level of miss.
Yeah,
is what it is,
and that's what makes it so. Like you said, it's hard to bet on it, but that challenge of every shot makes it so fun to bet on too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I know they're not making the same miss as you and I are, and like you were saying, like off the toe shank, but it's almost, I wish people would bet on me, like what I would shoot per round.
That would be very funny.
Over under, like, let's say 98.5.
I'm getting. If it's me, you better be betting the fucking over most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
You'd be up probably 100 units this season.
Oh my god!
If that's what you bet.
Yeah,
I know you just kind of pulled it out of your ass, but that's a pretty good number.
That is
98.5.
That is a pretty good number. Like,
because I mean, on my best day, I could probably go out there and shoot a 90, 91. I don't have my best days very often.
Very often, yeah.
Where I'm usually more around 90. I'm usually right around that number. A 90, a 97, a 99. A good day would be a decent day would be a 96.
Yeah.
But I mean that's the game, man. That's why I keep trying to get better, keep trying to drop that handicap,
And then again, these guys are human too. Like we were saying, we have good days, we have bad days. We probably have more bad days than them again. But like, they still struggle. They're still humans. So
yeah.
That's.
I mean, we've seen Phil go out there and shoot an 80 on the lift board, which, I mean, again, an 80 would be a fucking career day for me. I would. I'd fucking come if I shot an 80. But it's
the stuff I'm willing to do to shoot 80 is beyond measurable.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's yeah. I mean, that's the obviously it's a big milestone.
Yeah.
Breaking 80. It's obviously it kind of breaks down by 10 shots.
Yeah.
Your first milestone is breaking 100. Then you got to break 90, which I think is the hardest. I think breaking 90 is the hardest one. Just because it's so frustrating when you're in that range.
There's
when you're like us shooting in a 96. I've been trying to break 90 for 2 years now. Hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And that's probably because I don't take my practices seriously as I should.
And that's the thing.
That's just how it goes.
Getting to 100 and getting to 90, your skills have to greatly improve. You have to be able to attack greens from like 150 yards out.
Yeah, you got to be able to hit
175. 200, you better be chipping every single time almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
And your short game has to improve so much. You have to be able to get it out of the sand. Like, getting it out of the sand as a high handicapper, like, every time I go into the sand, I'm like saying a prayer to the high lords. And it's like, fuck.
And, and every other video you see, every other golf video on YouTube or whatever that you see is They're all telling you different things, especially getting out of the stand. They'll say open the face, keep it square, open your stance, keep that square. There's just 100 different variables, especially out of the stand, which makes it difficult.
Yeah.
That you just don't really know. If you're someone trying to break 100, you don't have to get it out of there every time.
No.
You can double up in the bunker and be fine.
Fine, yeah.
For the most part, but to get to that next level, you have to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You have to.
And it's crazy to think breaking 90 is bogey every single hole.
Yeah, that bogey every hole you shoot a 90.
That's
on a
72
par 72 golf course.
That's insane. Have you ever tried the strategy of all you need to do is hit 150 yards every shot? So you just want to stay in the fairway. So you choose the club that you can hit consistently 150, 175, and you use that club for every shot.
I have not tried that, but I think I might next round. Literally just take I'm going up to my 7-iron, leaving everything else at all.
Leaving everything else out. I've thought about trying it so many times because they say it's a great way to try to you stay in the fairway and you just try to play it safe.
You keep it manageable. Because there's a lot more margin for error with your 5-wood than there is with your 9-iron.
Yeah.
For me personally, I'm pretty good with my 8-9.
Yeah.
Where I can, put it in, a 20-yard radius.
Yeah.
Generally, unless I just completely, chunk the shit out of it or, just make a bad swing. But, with the driver, it's, or, 5-wood, whatever. It's a lot more, not delicate. That's not the right word, but there's a way bigger margin for error where you can hit it 250, 260 yards, but it's just the completely wrong direction. You're in the other fairway or you're in the woods and you got to punch out. And that's a free shot you're giving back to the course. And it's just tough.
Because I heard this stat about breaking 100 is, let's say it's 6,800 yard course.
It's about average.
Okay, yeah. Let's say 70,000 or 7,000. 7,000.
That's okay. You're getting a little long there, but
okay. That's
no. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm just saying. That's
so
pretty close.
7,000 yards. If you hit 70, 100-yard shots, you get to the green, and you have to have 30 putts in a round. And if you look at it like that, you can sort of see how it breaks down like that too.
Yeah. It's
not 100% consistent because then you go, well, one hole is 250 yards.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a little different because you have to. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it is an interesting way to break it down. No doubt.
Yeah.
Or at least an interesting way to think about it.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on this, and this guy breaks it down this way. So,
I mean, it's. I mean, we talked last week about. Was it last week that we talked about thinking about a par as a birdie and a bogey?
Yes,
yeah. So it's just another one of those ways where you can kind of not make sense of it, but where you can, it feels attainable. Whereas if you go out there and just all right, I got to go shoot 89.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of doing it. It doesn't, it doesn't really feel attainable. At least to me.
And I totally agree with that. Sometimes we like to overcomplicate the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's the hardo move to be like, if you don't go for it on a par 5, you're a fucking pussy or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
laying up on a par 4 is for
5
bitches.
bitches, yeah. Well, maybe I'm just trying to get bogey and breaking 90.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where it's not, and that's where I can get into trouble sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
I'll be 270 out with, with a heavily protected green, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it. Well, that might be a little long. We'll say 240. But that and then you end up hitting one way left. You might get it there, but you're gonna hit it way left, and you're gonna get in trouble. And there's a bunker you got to tip over. Then you chunk that shot, and you're in the bunker, and then you're all frustrated, and there's nothing wrong weighing up. Basically, is what we're trying to get at. I think.
Yeah. I played one of the best rounds of my life. At least 8 holes of the best golf of my life.
What was this?
This
was a couple
was
days ago?
August 27th, yeah. So a couple weeks ago. What did I shoot here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shot 5 over for 8 holes. The best 8 holes of my life. We won't talk about the rest of the round, but
that's a good way to look at it,
Yeah.
Where you have the capability to go out and do that.
Yeah.
You do that for 18 holes, and you're
good.
Like an 80. That's like an 84.
Yeah. Like, I know, and that's what pisses me off. And I bet you feel the same way. Like, even when you're practicing on the driving range, like, there's this like one little movement or one little thing you have to do to hit the ball better, and you can do that with your mind, but you can't do it with your body.
You just can't execute. Yeah,
you just can't execute, and sometimes that happens on the golf course. You just like can't execute that shot you want to make, that you can make, but it's like
it just doesn't happen. And that's the big difference, obviously, between your scratch guys, your 2-3 handicaps, and guys like us, where they can do that, and it's just excuse me, vanilla Coke, get it to me. It just, the misses shrink.
Yeah,
the misses get much smaller. They get much tighter. And at that point, you can really, what you did on a swing that made you do. Where there are guys like us that are decently knowledgeable about the mechanics of the golf swing, and the movement, all the different movements involved. But there are also people that aren't like that.
Yeah.
That are, similar handicaps to us that, they just have no idea what happened.
And there's people that know way less about golf than us and are somehow like a 6 handicap.
Oh yeah, that gets a little frustrating for sure.
Like, I think,
and then they go out and shoot a fucking 82.
Like, I think a caddy, like, and we talked about this before, should be a high handicapper golfer that's been struggling for like 10 years trying to break 90, because like they understand like what they have to do for the most part. They're not an idiot. They're actually trying to work hard and improve their game. Would probably make the best caddy.
Oh, I absolutely. That's why I'm the best caddy in the world.
That is why you are.
Give me a fucking shot, Liv. Come on now.
I feel like they need to give you that chance, and that's why I brought that in there.
I'm getting close. I'm getting close, dude. I'm gonna start spam calling Greg Norman.
Greg Norman, the shark.
Yeah. We got a little bit off topic there.
For the
Tour Championship. But
that's okay.
No, dude, that was great. That was great. I do want to move on here. This is your segment here. We're gonna do a little President's Cup preview.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the international team.
Yeah.
Today. We're gonna get into the Americans as we get a little bit closer, but they did just release
The
international roster. What was it, yesterday?
Yesterday or today sometime. It wasn't that long ago, so
Yeah,
this
so
is pretty
we're gonna get into it. Yeah,
breaking news.
yeah.
So, they. I know that the President's Cup doesn't really mean a lot to Americans. Probably not as much to like a Canadian when we have Canadians in. Like we do love our Canadian guys.
Yeah,
We absolutely love them.
and not even just the President's Cup. You guys are big, and you guys as kind of as a whole, but you're pretty big on your hometown guys. Correct?
Yeah, we are. Like anyone from our country. Like I was thinking, like I went to my dad's place and we watched tennis. Shapovalov playing just because he's Canadian at the U.S. Open. Like we would never watch tennis, and we're watching tennis because of Canadian guy. And it's the same with golf. It's who we cheer for. It's like, and most Canadians are so proud because we've had so few guys in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And like Mike Weir was the first big one. He was the biggest. Right now, it's Brooke Henderson. She's like the one they use for all the advertising. But it's the first time ever we've had two Canadians on the international team, so it should be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taylor Pendriff. Probably haven't heard of him. Negative. I didn't think so. He's a very long hitter. He's 10th in driving distance, so they needed some distance for Quail Hollow, or Quail Hollows.
Oh, that's right. It is there.
Yeah, and I think it's the longest course, or one of the longest courses on the tour.
Do you know what the yardage is?
Off
the top of your head.
No, I don't.
I honestly couldn't even guess, man.
No, I couldn't. I just know it's a big golf course. So they got some. Who did they all pick up? So yeah, first time they have Cage Lee, Sebastian Munoz. This guy.
I don't know
this
why.
guy, I can't pronounce his name. Holy shit, Christian Bezu Dunhoot. That is definitely wrong.
It's close enough, I think.
Cam Davis, Siwoo Kim. That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
We got Adam Scott. I think he has the most appearances ever. Hideki Mito Piera, which I thought he was going to the Live.
Yeah, I thought Adam Scott was too.
Yeah. Sung J M.
Yeah, okay.
And Tom Kim.
Sung J M is Mr. Ice's guy.
Yeah.
Elio from Barstool.
Oh, yeah. He's also the one that came second in the Tour Championship. So, yeah.
That's right.
It's good to have I forgot to mention, who was it? Corey Connors, Canadian. Kent State University.
Kent State?
Isn't that
where KB went?
Yeah, Kent State. They're both from there, Torrey Pendriff and Corey Connors. Both.
Okay.
They roommated together there, too. But Pendriff's a rookie this year, so... Yeah. It's great to see.
Now, this is going to expose me a little bit, but what's the format for the President's Cup?
It's very...
two-man match play?
It's very similar to the Ryder Cup. So they do the best ball, an alternate shot, and then it ends with the match play.
Okay.
So I think they do foursome, which is best score amongst your team, or best ball. Foursome, best ball, same thing. Alternate shot on day one, and then they switch it alternate shot, foursome, best ball, and then they do match play final round, I think.
It sounds right to me.
Yeah. But
I do enjoy these kind of events because it does give you a different format.
Yeah.
Where it's not just straight up stroke play, which and don't get me wrong, stroke play is the way to do it. It's obviously
the best, but
even when you're just golfing with your buddies, switching up the format a little bit. If it's just a twosome, doing match play with a twosome is great. Or if you're with a foursome, doing alternate shot match play, or something like that.
Yeah.
Where you just change it up a little bit. The strategy changes. It just adds a different element to the game that you just don't really find in even a best ball or just a straight up stroke play twosome.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see. It looks like the international team hasn't won since 1998, which I think is older than you. Slightly. They've only won one time internationals. There's been one tie and one win for them. So it's been a struggle for us. We're not that good outside of Europe and America.
Yeah, fair enough. Play the Team America theme. Fucking America, fuck yeah.
Like outside of Europe and America, you really only have Australia, Korea now, and Canada. And then it's just a bunch of random countries.
Yeah. I think the
South Africa.
South Africa, and then not really there yet, but I think South America is coming along.
It's coming along too.
Where before it was you got your Spanish guys.
Yeah.
Your John Rahms, your
those guys.
Sergio Garcia.
Yeah.
But I think we are starting to see some more. I don't want to say diversity, but
it is getting more.
Yeah, you're getting guys from places you don't see that much, or haven't in the past, which is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I know, because I don't know if you probably never really followed the LPGA tour much.
Actually, when I was working at Dick's, we would always have the Golf Channel on.
Yeah.
So I actually caught a decent amount of LPGA events, women's college golf as well. I don't really know any names, but there is a decent amount of that.
Well,
I watched the one it's not LPGA, but I did watch the U.S. Women's Amateur at Augusta. I pretty much in its entirety I watched that.
Yeah. So what happened? I don't know what happened in Korea, but it was like 2007, 2008, so 15 years ago. All of a sudden, the Koreans just filled the leaderboard. They just came out of nowhere, the female Koreans, and now they're all over the leaderboard. Mm-hmm. But you haven't really seen that happen in a men's game yet. Like a country just exploded.
Not as much, yeah.
No.
Well, because you've got a couple of guys, from Asia specifically. You've got your Sung Jae Ims. You've got your I had another name in my head, but it's gone now. Let's move on.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's getting more international talent on the tour especially from places you haven't seen as much, is definitely a positive. I love seeing it.
Yeah, I do too. Like,
South Korea golf has for sure come a long way in the last 10, 15 years. It's like you said, especially on the ladies tour.
Yeah.
But you are still seeing it on the men's tour, and I do think it's just going to continue.
Yeah. Like Canada, there's like 5 or 6 guys playing on the PGA Tour. Like, growing up watching it, it was like just Mike Weir, sometimes Stephen Ames, and then you wouldn't see any other names at all. And now it's like every leaderboard has all these guys on it. It's just like so cool to see. It just
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it would be similar to when you see a guy for an American, you see him like a guy from your state, or the college that you went to.
Yeah,
I think it would be that kind of feel. Like if there was a guy on tour that I just turned my Xbox on. Come on,
that's okay.
If you saw a guy.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to do something. Oh God. Sorry.
No, we're good. We're good. That's going to be our next segment here.
Yeah, I was just loading it up. Sorry.
No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we need a producer, man. We need a fucking
someone
on the show. But like I said, if there was a guy on tour that went to Grand Valley State, Laker up, let's go. Where I went to college, he would be my dude, hands down.
Yeah,
and I think it's a similar feel, for a Canadian to
it is
for their guys in that way.
I would say that is, like a guy from your hometown or something. It's like we feel like that in hockey. Like, oh, that guy's from our hometown. He's awesome. He's cool. It's just cool to see from the country. It's like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just because there's not as many.
There's not as many, and I understand. Like as an American, you got like guys from all over the place. You're like, why would I care about such and such from Nebraska? Yeah. I mean, if there was 40 Canadians in there, I'd have to pick and choose.
Yeah, where it would be more of like, there's 2 or 3 guys from your province or that are from the greater Calgary area or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's just a little more local, but because of the few, the smaller amount of players, and your very specific sense of kind of national pride.
Yeah.
Where it just kind of becomes, oh, he's Canadian, that's my fucking guy, which I respect a ton.
It's quite a bit different. Do you have anyone from your hometown that's a pro golfer, or
my hometown
or area, or
not that I know of, not that's on tour.
Yeah, no Notre Dame guys that have played.
No, Notre Dame really. Notre Dame golf isn't really a big thing.
Huh. I was thinking like there's probably some guy.
But like in other sports, like there's a guy that I can't remember his fucking name, dude. This has been a rough episode for me and names. But there's a guy that went to Washington High School in South Bend, which I mean that doesn't mean anything to you, but one of the South Bend City schools who got drafted in the NBA last year, and I don't even really follow basketball, but I was like, fuck yeah, that's my fucking guy.
That's it, yeah.
He also went to Notre Dame, so like that was cool as well.
That was cool, yeah. No, that's yeah.
Those are the kind of guys that I root for.
Yeah.
The South Bend Mishawaka high school to Notre Dame pipeline that's kind of where I'm like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
There's been a decent amount. This is way off topic, but
It's okay.
Obviously Notre Dame, huge school, huge football presence, and they recruit from basically everywhere.
Yeah.
So you don't really see a ton of guys from the area that are going to go, or that get heavily recruited and to go to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much talent elsewhere, and South Bend is a pretty small. It's not a small town, but it's not. It's like 100,000 people at most. It's like, it's not Chicago. It's not fucking Miami. Obviously,
it's just,
that was a very stupid thing to say, but
yeah,
you get what
I get what you're saying. It's a good size.
It's perfectly average.
It's average. Everything.
Yeah, that's what my girlfriend said. I kind of get back a little bit. I do think the President's Cup is going to be interesting, at least this year. I think it's going to be very fun to watch. Every major event like this, President's Cup, Ryder Cup, all those kind of events are always fun. Like I said, just because of the different format, because of how much it changes things.
It's just,
but also the not the Olympic feel, but where it country versus country, America versus the world, where it kind of it gets interesting in that way.
Yeah. I wish they could somehow do it so like there could be a 4-team event type thing. You go like the 4 corners of the world and see what happens.
That could be fun. North America, South America, Europe, and Asia.
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that. It'd be cool to see. But
yeah, that could be fun.
I've always said I wanted to see a lot more mixed events too. Like I want to see the women and even college kids or long drive guys in the mix on a team, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think they kind of do something like this, but it's not like heavily televised. But even if it's not, the way to do it is not PGA versus LPGA. But, if it were more of like a President's Cup thing where it's a mixed event, where it's U.S. mixed doubles versus European mixed doubles. Yeah, like
it'd be cool
guy
to
girl
see.
twosomes.
Yeah,
I think that would be incredible. There are. I think I just hit the mic, but there are you'd have to make not provisions, but you'd have to play with the format a little bit. You'd have to figure out what tees everybody's going to hit from. Are they going to hit from different tees?
How's that going to work?
Yeah, there's just a lot to figure out there, but goddamn,
it's okay.
But, it can definitely be done, man. I think that would be very interesting, and I think the players would have a lot of fun too.
I think so. I think we need more team event type things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if it was 2 times a year, it'd be or quarterly or something.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to watch 12 weeks of Sunday golf unless it's something interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move on here. We're gonna go to what you accidentally pulled up.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't. It's very funny. Don't apologize. Jalen Rose, man. His golf swing. There's a chance it is the worst golf swing of all time.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, let's pull it up here. Hopefully we don't get copyright struck for this.
Oh God.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, muted. I think that should be all right. But yeah, we'll get past this ad. Yeah, let's check this out here.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, he actually hit the ball there?
I'll rewind it.
There was one video
I'll have
where
to find.
he legitimately took 6 or 7 hacks at it.
Let's try this one down here.
Yeah, let's try that short. I think that's going to be the one.
Oh, yeah, this is it.
There we go. So 1,
2.
And now he's apparently never played golf before. I hope he's never played golf before with this.
Oh,
swing.
God.
And then, that's Nicholas, right?
That is Jack, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Nicholas coming in, giving him some swing advice, being real sarcastic about it. I think he just said, "You see this here, pointing to the club head.
I think you need to hit.
That's what you hit That's what you hit the ball with." So I will say this is in Jalen Rose's defense.
I think he hits it.
There, I think so too. I think this is where he.
I mean, take it.
Yeah.
I've hit worse shots than that.
Yeah, I mean, you look a little better doing it, but there is again in Jalen Rose's defense, there is not much worse of a place to attempt a golf swing for the first time.
Oh God, no!
In front of a decent amount of people, with Jack Nicklaus sitting there, having never played golf before, if I was in his situation, having never played before, being in that situation, I obviously wouldn't have done much better.
No.
But, I mean, that's got to be front runner for one of the worst attempts ever. Now, I do have a little bit of not a hot take, but, an interesting take here. I don't think it's actually the worst golf swing ever. Because there are guys that have played for years and years and years. You see it all the time on Old Road Golf, and you see it on Barstool Instagram of these just wild fucking swings from these guys that have been playing forever. It's the Charles Barkley hitch, but 10x.
They'll
see a guy
stand behind a ball for 18 seconds.
Yeah,
and wind up.
Yeah, or the helicopter, or there was one guy that got almost. I can't really do it right here, but I mean, he was got way down.
Oh yeah,
on the ground, and then kind of lifted up. It was there are. I want to give Jalen Rose his credit, man. He gave it a shot. He went out there and tried to make a swing. But I think a guy that's been playing for 10 or 15 years that has a jacked up swing is worse than this from a guy who's never played before and is literally just doing whatever the fuck, he's giving it a shot and it has no idea what he's doing, where these other guys, they supposedly should know how to swing a golf club, but it never looks like they do.
As a golf instructor, if they took those two guys that you just described, in 1 year, Jalen Rose would be a better golfer than the other guy.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Absolutely. He doesn't have those bad habits, I guess you could say, but he's also those guys that have the crazy, stupid swings are usually stubborn as fuck about it.
Oh yeah,
it fucking works. It works. I hit it in the fairway twice around. It works. But where Jalen Rose, I think, would be obviously he would be open to instruction. He would be open to. I mean, obviously
he could beat me in a year.
He didn't hit one. He didn't hit one. And then Jack gave him some pointers, and he hit it.
Yeah,
that other guy, that 65-year-old with the jacked up swing at your country club.
Oh.
Jack Nicklaus could teach him for do a 45-minute lesson, and it's not going to help.
Yeah,
because they're just going to be so stubborn about it.
Easily,
there's not going to be that same attitude probably towards Jack, but that's just kind of. That's just how it goes. That's how they've been doing it, and that's how they're going to keep doing it, even though I just turned my Xbox on again, even though it obviously doesn't fucking work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where, purely visuals, it's a really, really bad swing. But if you go a little bit deeper with it, I don't think it's the worst swing ever. Just because of the fact that he's never done it before.
Yeah.
And he was giving it a shot in a crowded environment with fucking Jack Nicklaus standing there. Even me having the game that I do, if Jack Nicklaus was behind me, I might miss the ball 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Someone
in the crowd is dying. I'm taking out 18 people in the crowd somehow.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be horrific. Once I do hit the ball, it's going to be horrific.
Oh yeah, it's going somewhere, but I don't know where.
Like, I'm going to be worried I'm going to kill Jack somehow, and he's behind me.
Oh, my God. Give him a heart attack.
Yeah.
That's so, yeah, I do want to, people were clowning him pretty hard, which, he kind of deserved.
He did.
Not, but, again, just take it a little bit deeper than just looking at his swing. And it's definitely not the worst. It's definitely not the worst swing ever. At least how I look at it.
Yeah, to me, it's a fine swing. It's if you've never done it before.
It's very much not a fine swing.
No,
but
it's not.
For first time picking up a golf club, it's not the worst thing. He's bringing it straight back.
Yeah.
There are at least some positives, or at least one positive.
So how do you feel about Hutchinson in the video? The guy's jersey that he's wearing.
I don't care. I'm not. I'm not. Obviously, we just talked about Notre Dame for 10 minutes, but because he's a Michigan guy, right?
I think so. He was a Detroit Lions guy.
Yeah, if it was Hutchinson, I wasn't really looking at the jersey, if I'm being honest. I think it was Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan guy, went to the Lions. I do not like Michigan, obviously big rival with Notre Dame. Detroit, I don't care about the Lions, honestly.
I knew you would say that. That's why.
Hard Knocks has been good. Hard Knocks has been good with them, but whatever, dude.
I knew you wouldn't like that guy. That's why I brought it up.
He's fine. He's a good player. He's a great football player.
Just don't like that team.
No, dude, fuck Michigan. Fuck Michigan. But I digress.
Yeah.
Jalen Rose, not the worst golf swing I've ever seen.
I'm guaranteeing though has the worst golf swing in the ESPN office.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
For like on-air personalities, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those guys have to play golf with people, like just as a
courtesy thing.
Yeah, as a
like business. Yeah.
Yeah,
like not business.
Keeping up relations.
Yeah.
I guess, but no, you're definitely right. On-air personalities, he's got the worst.
He's got the worst.
But that could be fixed, man. Maybe he gets tired of getting clowned and gets a legit swing coach and comes out next year and is like a decent player,
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Mind you, Stephen A. Smith with a worse looking swing would be the funniest thing ever.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. I can't even. That would be so funny. And then just him defending himself about it.
Yeah.
I don't play golf. Okay.
Fuck that guy.
I don't mind Stephen.
He's pretty funny. He's got a good
Dude, old school First Take was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen on YouTube.
Oh God,
legitimately.
Yeah. He's a character. That man's a character.
Absolutely. Do you think like the guy he plays on TV is a character, or do you think that's just him and he's just a ridiculous person?
I like to think that he's just a ridiculous person, but it's probably like 75 he's ridiculous, 25% added on as a character.
I would probably agree with that.
Something like that. Yeah. He's a wild.
Yeah. I think, you know what we should do? I'm just going to say this on air, so if anybody's watching this, what I want to do is I want to get some swing videos from our Twitter friends.
Okay.
And then see if we can't break those down a little bit.
We could do that. I think that'd be good.
Because I know there are a couple guys that I know. I'm not going to name them right now, but this one guy has one of the purest swings I've ever seen from a non-pro that I know from Twitter. But I digress. We'll do that later, but I think that could be fun.
I think, just to be fair to everyone, we would definitely have to do our swings first.
Oh, I've posted a swing reveal before. It's been a while. Maybe I think I've done two.
I was gonna do one.
I need to do another one.
I was gonna do one last time, and I almost broke like 8 clubs at the range. So
I've been there.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: just a random question.
Okay.
When you go to the range, do you bring your whole bag, or do you just bring a couple clubs?
I bring my whole bag. My whole bag.
Like not hitting the range before a round, but like if you're just going to the range just to get some practice.
If I'm just going to the range, I'll bring my whole bag.
Okay, me too. I've seen it go both ways. I don't get it though, because like if you just bring your whole bag, you got your towel there to clean it off. You've got all your clubs there. So if you only bring, I don't know, odd number clubs, and then you end up wanting to hit an 8, like you got to go back and get it. What? Just bring your, because I hit. Usually I'll hit every club in my bag if I'm going to the range.
Me too.
Give me a second here.
I'll hit every single club, and then I'll also always bring one thing to work on. I'll try to work on one thing when I go. I try not to cloud my mind with like too much bullshit. I just try to go on one thing at a time.
Yeah, one drill or one one kind of teaching point, I guess would be the way to say it, but one specific movement that you're trying to get down. I am the same way.
Yeah. And then I like to putt after. Like I like to go to the putting green for half an hour and putt. The range is like an all-day activity for me. I could spend 6 hours there.
Yeah, my back starts hurting after a while. I'm not gonna lie.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move on to our last topic here. Short one, but it is something we do want to cover. Live Golf is going to allow players to wear shorts during tournament play.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen too much negative about this, where you usually do with all the live stuff, whether it's the format or
anything.
Obviously the political quote unquote part of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know about this one, man. I don't know about this, because I will say even the pros at the country club I work at, they have to wear pants.
Yeah.
So I think it's it's I don't know what it's about. I don't know if it's a professionalism thing
or what. I think it's a professionalism. I think it's like a standard. I don't know.
Yeah. It's going to be weird seeing pros playing in shorts during, you see it during practice rounds, which is fine, but I think, I don't know, they are trying to go, the whole live experiment is they're trying to go as casual as possible with it, I think.
Yeah.
Less holes, a little bit more, the team format where, it's not as cutthroat, I guess might be the word. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then now they have the cringy ass party videos that are coming out. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They don't look fun, dude. I mean, they could be fun.
I mean, but you go into a nightclub in Boston. How fun can it be?
Well, I think a nightclub in Boston could be fun, but not with 50-year-old former PGA players.
And it's not Las Vegas where most of these videos they try to make, like other companies will make a party video of them in like LA or Las Vegas or something.
Yeah, I don't think it has as much to do with the location or the venue as it does with who is there and like what they're trying to do. Really, like that whole video they released before the tournament in Boston was just guys standing around fucking talking to each other.
Yeah, like
it's whatever, dude. Who cares? Like, they just turn the lights down a little bit and put some music in the background. They do that at fucking tour events too.
Yeah,
it's not. They're trying to make it look like they're fucking party animals or whatever. It's just not. It's not working. It's cringe. It just doesn't. It doesn't look fun. Well, that can be debated, but as it is right now, if I'm not there, it doesn't look fun.
No. Would you go to a live event if it was close by you?
It depends on how much I have to pay for it.
Let's say $50. Pretty
for a day.
For a day.
For one day, I might.
Okay.
I would think about it.
I was just curious on.
I don't know. They have the senior PGA is right by my fucking house. Well,
okay.
The house I live in. The house I'm at now. I wasn't here when it was going on last, or when it was going on this year.
Yeah.
But I didn't even consider going to that.
Yeah.
If it was, yeah. So I might consider going to a live event if the not the amenities. Again, man, I'm having a hard time with
like if words. It would have to be convenient for you almost.
It would have to be convenient and it would have to look super fun.
Okay.
To pay $50 for that, maybe. I'm gonna go hard maybe on that one.
Hard maybe, okay. Okay. I was just curious.
If I was gonna be in one of those country club adjacent videos where they're just making fun of me as I walk by, I might do it.
Yeah.
Look at this fat hippie bitch. Something like that. I don't know.
They just roasting you.
But if it was something like that, probably. But hard maybe. I'm gonna stick with that.
Hard maybe. Okay. I was just curious what you.
What about you?
If it came up here,
if they had one at Calgary National or whatever,
they would. Maybe they'll have it at the Phil Mickelson course.
Oh,
there we go.
You guys need to get a Trump course up there.
We do need a Trump course. I would say, yeah. Maybe. Again, I think I'm a maybe. I'd rather go to the. I thought it was a lot of fun going to the seniors tour one here, the Champions Tour event. Yeah, I'd go. I think I'd go. I'd go to the live event.
I think there's enough, not star power, I guess. There are some guys there that I would want to meet. I would want to shake hands and say what's up to Brooks Koepka, just mostly because of his my take appearances, but still.
Yeah.
I'd want to say what's up to Phil, see if he's a real fucking asshole or not.
Probably is.
Yeah, probably. I'd want to, maybe Bryson. Bryson. Have we talked about why I hate Bryson on the show?
I don't think so.
Well, just a quick version is because I don't like him because he could be really cool.
Okay.
He could be, I think I've said this before, but he could be the long ball hitter that just obviously does steroids.
Yeah.
And is a bro, but he's not. He's
not.
Dork.
Yeah, he puts the science into the game.
Yeah, which you have to do on the pro level, but you don't have to be such a fucking dork about it, Fucking Brooks Koepka Brooks Koepka does the same thing. He's doing those calculations with his caddy and stuff, but he's not being a fucking dork about it.
He's not like adding words to it to make it sound cool.
Yeah, he's not. He's not trying to be a goddamn rocket scientist.
The velocity of this grass is going to cause the ball to go 18 feet high.
Yeah,
he's like,
but there are things like that
that people take into account. I know.
Yeah, like just an example. If you're playing in the morning, well, this doesn't really happen as much with the live stuff since it's a shotgun start, but you're playing in the morning. The grass is going to be wet. Ball's going to come out a little shorter. Sure. That's something you have to take into account. Or if it's really dry, it's going to go a little longer. And then there's the way the grass bends. If you're going into the green or away from it, or shit like that they do have to take into account. Again, just a real fucking dork about it.
He just adds those words and
which is just unnecessary.
Trying to think he's some physics guy.
Yeah, I mean he's a smart dude, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
but again, don't be such a goddamn dork, bro.
And then he's trying to be like that long ball hitter, hanging out with him all the time. Like I wish he would hang out with him without being a dork, like you said.
That's really my main problem with Bryson. I don't his comments about Augusta, where he's like, I'm playing it as a par 67 or whatever. That fuck that shit. But that's what originally turned me off to Bryson. But then just kind of going further with it was the fact. Again, just to sum it up, he could be really cool. He could be the long hitter that just obviously does steroids and like is funny about it, but he's not. So that's where I run into issues with Bryson.
Yeah, like he does those science videos and his stuff on YouTube.
I never even considered watching.
So he does a whole bunch of stuff, but he could do if he was doing stuff like one of those party YouTubers, and he was like partying and like showing that part of his lifestyle.
Yeah, just him and Steve will do it, getting flat out in fucking Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
See, that'd be funny.
Boys.
Yeah.
It'd be so funny. Like he would be a likable guy because he's like, he's doing all this funny college stuff.
Yeah. But that's always been my, well, not always, but that's my more recent kind of gripe with Bryson that I actually, where I said that, I called into the Brandon Walker College Football Show.
You said that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what, I think he was talking about most hateable athletes or something, and I called in with that. But, so it was on a podcast, just not our podcast. So
no, podcast.
That's where I was thinking about that from.
Okay.
But I think this is a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
It was great. Another great episode.
I think so.
These last two that we've done.
We've talked a lot.
Yeah, we've talked a lot. I think we're kind of coming into our own here. I think we're getting better at it. Once we kind of get the upload schedule on a more scheduled basis where it's just not whenever the fuck, every week and a half or whatever. Once we get that figured out, I think we're going to be well on our way, man.
I think so.
I'm very excited about the future of the High Handicapper show.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, even if we don't become the Joe Rogans of golf, which we're not going to.
No.
I'm having a lot of fun, and I think you are too.
I am. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun.
We're having fun with it. We're getting better at it. I'm working on being a better host.
Yeah.
We're just doing our thing, man. And it's only going to go up from here. We're only going to get better. That's all I can say really is, it's all up from here, man, to the moon. But as always, want to thank everybody for watching.
Hi, Plumber.
Hi, Plums. Appreciate it, man.
He's the only one watching right now. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Anyone who watches, anyone who's made it this far,
You're the best.
even if you didn't make it this far and you don't see this, thank you, man. Just
thank you to all of you.
You know, we appreciate you checking us out, and
we'll get better. We're getting better and better.
Every episode, we're getting better, and we're just coming into our own, man. So, like I said, it's all up from here. We're having a blast. Can't wait till can't wait for next week, man. It's a good show. We're doing okay. Again, thank you everybody that watches. I'm rambling
thank you
right
so
now,
much.
Appreciate it. Make sure to love you guys. Please leave a like, leave a comment if you so choose. Hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. I think we're up to like 12 now, which is fun.
The button up over here too,
or down there, wherever it is.
Something, yeah.
Wherever that subscribe button is, hit it. It would mean a lot to me, or mean a lot to us. We appreciate it. It helps us out. Man, I think that's going to be it for this week.
That's it.
Thank you. Love you.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.